Hey guys, Krisha here. Please be cautious of any fake comments and emails you may receive from people pretending to be Mango Research. Sean and I will never, ever contact you for investment opportunities or anything of that sort. To get in touch with the real Mango team, make sure to join our official Discord chat using the link in the description below. Stay safe out there, and remember, do it Mango. And what's up, you guys? Welcome to the Mango Grove. My name is Krisha, and this is today's Cardano analysis video. Happy weekend to each and every one of you. Now, Cardano has definitely made sure that it's going to be a happy weekend. I cannot believe there are people that actually got out of the Cardano trade. It makes no sense to me. I understand that we saw this pullback, right? The recent pullback that we saw right across the market. But honestly, guys, from all the coins out there, Cardano reacted very, very well to the pullback. Now, this is something that I'd spoken to you guys about in terms of yesterday's daily close, right? The information that we had on the chart. Now, for those of you who did not catch that video, I suggest you go ahead and catch that video, because just understanding what we look for in terms of daily closes, okay, relative to regions of support, will help you understand how we assess a trend and how we assess a chart in terms of its strength. Now, what we saw in Cardano was the fact that Cardano actually held all its major regions of support on the daily time frame. Okay, it held its major region of support, which was right around this region right here, okay, at $1.01. Okay, in addition to that, we held the Tenkin, we held the 21 EMA, as well as the 10 SMA, as well as the Mango Dynamic. Now, you guys know that I've been building my entire position off of that Mango Dynamic, right? And I noticed that, hey, we've been living over all of these major regions of support, whereas Bitcoin actually lost its Tenkin as well as its 21 EMA. And just yesterday, while we were assessing Cardano BTC, we were actually seeing it move as I was dissecting the chart with you guys. In fact, as soon as I ended that analysis, I ran up to Sean. I'm like, Sean, this is looking extremely strong here. Like, extremely strong. I do not think that the market is going to get those massive dips that they're expecting on Bitcoin or any of the altcoins. We may actually see the charts actually take a turn here, right? And Cardano may very well be the leader in the pack. And that's essentially what we're seeing. We're also seeing many of the other altcoins right now actually take that beautiful turn, right? They're all sort of putting in these sort of reversal patterns. They're all sort of boiling towards something. Now, Cardano, like I've said, I think it's leading the pack. So let's get into the analysis and let's come up with additional targets, because as you guys know, we are in blue sky breakout here. Beautiful. Now, I'm going to start off with the Mango dashboard. I've already gone ahead and filtered out Cardano on the 4-hour time frame. Right, because like I said, now yesterday we had dissected Cardano on the 4-hour time frame, and we saw that, hey, it was hovering. You know, it did not lose structure, but we were waiting on certain regions of resistance to be taken out in order to anticipate any continuation to the upside. So let's look at when the 4-hour trend changed long. Okay, Cardano USDT on the 4-hour, this long trend change came in 17 hours ago. Okay, and for anyone who caught a trade based on that, you are currently up 21.69%. 21% in 17 hours. Let that sink in. Cardano BTC also gave us this long trend change, okay, 4 days ago. Now notice what happened here. Okay, this is how bullish Cardano was. Despite the recent drawdown that we saw across the market, okay, this long trend change stayed intact. Cardano's trend change did not, well, change. Okay, it stayed intact, it stayed long, and if you took a trade based on this 4 days ago, you are currently up 40% against Bitcoin. Guys, Bitcoin is a bull on its own. Taking your profits in Bitcoin is you taking profits in a bullish asset that is also taking a run to the upside. Albeit, we're seeing a bit of a consolidation right now, but it does not negate the fact that Bitcoin is also in a bull market, right? So Cardano is actually looking bloody powerful here. So now let's get on over to the charts and let's see what Cardano wants to do from here. Now, for those of you with the Mango Dynamic, you guys had absolutely no excuse. I have been building my position on the Mango Dynamic, right? I've been looking at how price has been reacting off of it to really decide whether or not I want to be taking profits or I want to be adding or exiting my trade. right? So the dynamic honestly stayed intact, and every time, like I told you how I've been using it, every time the dynamic is green, we take out resistance, I am in a trade, period, done. the results have been astonishing. So the weekly dynamic is still intact. We're still green. Okay, let's go ahead, put on that Ichimoku cloud. Now, guys, we close this weekly candle in about 2 days, right? And as you can see, the cloud is green. The TK cross has been maintained. Okay, we're living over that 21 EMA. Let's go ahead, put on our 10 SMA, and we're living over the 10 SMA as well. This picture is a bloody bullish picture. All right, there's no arguing that. There's nothing to really say about this. We're in blue sky breakout right now. So now let's get on over to perhaps the daily time frame. Okay, now just a quick heads up, I did add to my trade yesterday based on what the 4-hour candle did. I'll tell you what I was looking at when I decided to add on to my trade. Okay, but first let's get on over to the daily. Let's go ahead, put on that dynamic. And this is what I mean. People who have the dynamic, you guys do not have an excuse. This was essentially telling you that, hey, I'm living over the dynamic, took out resistance at $1.01, held it as support, right? Now, this is the candle that we were on yesterday when I dissected the charts with you guys. And I said, hey, as soon as we start living over $1.15, that is the next major region of resistance, there's a good chance that we see continuation all the way up to $1.31. And that is exactly what we saw. Now, I did, like I said, I did add to my position on the 4-hour time frame. I'll tell you what it is that I was looking for. In fact, I mentioned this on yesterday's video as well. I told you that, hey, as soon as we start taking out this region on the 4-hour time frame, there's a good chance that we just go from there, right? So now this is Cardano USDT on the daily cloud. I want to see what the cloud is up to as well, or price relative to the cloud rather. And as you can see, cloud is green, TK cross is intact, and our bullish crossover setup between the 10 SMA and the 21 EMA is also intact. And this is another thing that I was talking about. Throughout this entire move to the downside, we did not lose the 10 SMA, we did not lose the 21 or the Tenkin. We held everything as support, unlike many of the other coins out there. All right, Cardano was the tell here. Now, getting on over to the 4-hour time frame. Now, yesterday I had added to my position based on the 4-hour. Now, this is something that I brought to everyone's attention. Now, for those of you who caught it, congratulations. Okay, but what did I tell you guys? I'm like, hey, for as long as we live over the Tenkin, okay, and this region of support here at $1.01, Cardano is looking decent. Okay, we may start putting in another higher low, and then we may get a good official test of this region right here at $1.15. Now, this $1.15 region I derived from that weekly time frame. I looked at information on my weekly chart and I drew out this $1.15 region. And I want you to notice how price has been respecting this so well, even on the 4-hour time frame, right? I told you guys about this. I brought this up to your attention. I'm like, hey, as soon as we get even one 4-hour candle body close over $1.15, there is a good chance that we see continuation to the upside, all the way up to $1.31. And we saw exactly that. We are currently living over $1.31, right? Now, I added to my position as soon as I saw this. Okay, now I'm sort of already up like quite significantly on my original position, so I was deep in the profits, so this was a pretty big no-brainer for me. I'm like, you know what, I'm pretty risk off on this trade already, so why the hell not? I've gone ahead, I had more risk to allocate, and so I allocated it into Cardano. Beautiful. So Cardano USDT on the 4-hour time frame also looking phenomenal, but now the golden question is, Krisha, where does this go from here? Now that we are in blue sky breakout, what are the next targets for Cardano? Okay, now I have already drawn the next targets out on my chart. Okay, I'll show that to you. But before I do that, I'm seeing confluence somewhere. Okay, now this is fun. Now have fun with me here. It is a Saturday. Chill out, sit back. Now check this out. Now yesterday, as soon as we saw this leg to the upside, right, I noticed that this actually formed a pattern. Okay, there was a pattern play here. And this was the pattern. Just take it from the wick. Okay, all the way here. There was a beautiful, beautiful cup and handle at play here. Okay, so I looked at the volume profile, the volume checked out as well. And if I just go ahead and plot on the measured move, let's just go ahead, quickly do that. Right, and that would take Cardano all the way up to this region right here at $1.49. Okay, allow me to just fix my scale there. I'm going to draw in a quick line segment to mark out that measured move. Okay, now this was the measured move, or rather this is the measured move for this beautiful cup and handle break. We have yet to get there, and I do believe that as soon as we start closing even one 4-hour candle over this $1.31 region, I will be expecting continuation to at the very least $1.49. Okay, but now this is where the targets come in. Now, like I said, I did already draw some targets, so I'm going to go ahead and pull that up. Where's my targets? Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's get a drum roll, and boom. These are the targets, and look at that confluence there, my friends. Look at that confluence. I'm going to go ahead and color that measured move region as a white, or rather, actually, let's make it a yellow. Okay, so we have, that is the measured move, okay, which is also in line with the next region of resistance that comes in only at $1.48. Okay, so we're seeing some beautiful confluence there. I'm really, really liking the picture for this. But what's important to note right now, guys, is that while Cardano is looking bullish, okay, I will still be waiting on a 4-hour candle body close before I anticipate an official move all the way up to $1.48. Okay, so I'm looking for this to close over $1.31. Only then will I expect $1.48. If we start closing candles over $1.48, that's when I'll be looking at the next level, which is going to come up all the way to $1.68. Okay, that's going to be my next major target. And guys, this is not going to be any ordinary move. From where price is at right now to $1.48, that's another good 10%. From $1.48 all the way up to $1.68, or rather from where price is at to $1.68, that's a good 24% to the upside. These are all nice, big, chunky moves to be had for Cardano. Okay, but I'll be waiting on confirmation. But so far, just looking at how that 1 hour is reacting off of resistance, it's looking good. We have 2 candles already that have closed over $1.31 and holding it right now as support. All right, so I'm looking for one more 4 hour, and I think this is going to go even further. Okay, now let's get on over quickly to Cardano BTC. I'll only be dissecting this on those higher time frames. I'm currently on the weekly time frame. Okay, and now the last time, look at that. Oh my god, this chart is freaking beautiful. Now, there was one pattern play that I've been harping on about, which is this beautiful cup and handle. We did see a break right here. This was on the week of 1st of Feb. Okay, and if we go ahead, and I believe that this was the measured move, yes. Okay, go ahead, plot it, and what do you know? We have officially reached the measured move of this beautiful cup and handle. Okay, now yesterday, guys, we were living underneath this region right here. Okay, in fact, we were testing this region of resistance at 2,289 sats. And I said, hey, as soon as we start taking this out, things are about to get extremely volatile. Now, from here all the way up to where we're at right now, that was a good 24% against Bitcoin. 24% against Bitcoin. Right? I told you guys, volatility is going to kick in. That is exactly what we saw. But now the critical sort of information, I guess, on this chart right now is that we are up against resistance for Bitcoin. Okay, so also keep a quick eye out on what Bitcoin is up to. It's going to pay to understand what Bitcoin is doing and whether or not it's about to rip against its points of resistance. Okay, especially if you are someone playing the Cardano BTC chart on leverage. If you are someone playing this chart on leverage, I just really, really hope you have some degree of risk management in place. Okay, you're essentially playing one bull against another on this chart, and you do not want to be caught on the shit side of the trade, especially when you're deep in profits. Okay, so be careful there. Employ some region of risk management, and risk management could also mean having an invalidation point. Okay, so even if you have an invalidation point, even that is better than not having nothing at all. Okay, and yeah, I mean, Cardano BTC, guys, I think this is looking phenomenal as well. If we start closing candles over this region right here at 2,861 sats, the next region of resistance only comes in at 3,891 sats, which is also, by the way, going to be another volatile range for Cardano. Okay, this is going to be a good, so let's go ahead and put in that, measure this up. That's going to be a good 37% to the upside. Okay, so yeah, this is all I have for you for Cardano BTC as well as Cardano USDT. Remember our targets for Cardano USDT. We start closing 4-hour candles over $1.31. I'll be looking at $1.48, 49 cents as the next region of resistance. If we start taking out $1.49, then $1.68, here we come. Alrighty, now with this, guys, trade safely, trade stress-free, trade the mango way, trade the easy way. Ciao, guys.